Part of the goal of today's summit is updating progress and priorities in Washington, from tackling immigration to the cost of everyday essentials for you at home. As we wait to hear from lawmakers on all of this throughout the day and hour, we also want to hear from people at home. Joining us now, Rhonda Fulganetti, a Democratic voter in Philadelphia, Jacqueline Harn, a chairwoman of the Georgia Young Republicans, and Daryl Triplett, an independent voter in Atlanta. Welcome back to you guys. I've spoken to all of you several times over the last year as we head into the election and now in Donald Trump's second term. So I appreciate you being back as we talk about the big issues facing Americans right now. I want to start with the issue of immigration. That's something that we've spoken about before. Rhonda, I'll begin with you. The last 6 months, we've seen a lot on immigration happen, tackling the border, the crossings at the border, and some of these ICE raids. How do you feel about how the administration is doing on this important issue?
Good morning, Marni. Hello, everyone. I think at this point in the president's first 6 months, he needs to take a look at what the fear factor is doing to the American public. So I believe that we needed some security in the border. Marni, you and I talked about that pre-election. And I think he's done a good job with that. I think we've done a good job in terms of securing the border, especially down in Texas for those people there. However, you look at what's going on in Florida and putting people in cages and the pulling out of people out of their classrooms, out of farm fields, out of courtrooms. This is not the U.S. that I want to be a part of. I want him to do what he needs to do to clean up immigration, but I want us to do it in a way that's American, right? Which is giving people their due process, giving people their rights, and not scaring people, not scaring children, watching their parents get pulled, not scaring college students who are getting taken off their campuses. I think there's a more civil, better way to do it. And I also think in connection with that, when you start deporting people and you haven't fully given them their due process or vetted them, you have the result that other people on your show have had this morning, where the farmers don't have workers and the hotels don't have workers. Like, somebody's got to think through the long-term effects of what they're doing and the speed at which they're doing it.
I appreciate your thoughts on that, Rhonda. Jacqueline, let me turn to you. How do you think the administration has handled the immigration issue in response to some of the concerns Rhonda brings up?
I personally feel safer than I have in a very long time. Obviously, I come from Georgia, and so I come from a place where the tragedy of Lincoln Riley occurred in Athens, where a college student was brutally murdered on her own campus by someone who should not be here. And so we talk about fear factor. The last 4 years of the Biden administration has been a fear factor for many college students, single women who are able and want to just live their lives as normal. And we talked about ICE detention centers. I mean, ones that I've seen and some news reports coming out, these detention centers aren't terrible places. They look better than half of America's jails to begin with right now. And so I think President Trump has done a great job of securing our border and making Americans feel safe again. And also realizing, too, that as a legal citizen here, American citizen, I have rights granted by me as being an American citizen. Someone here illegally does not have the same rights I do. They should not be given the same due process that I should be given. And so I think he's done a great job, and I'm looking forward to the next 3.5 years.
Daryl, let's bring you in on this. Your thoughts on immigration, the situation at the border right now, and how the administration is tackling some of the challenges that we face as a nation.
No, yeah. See, I think that they're doing a great job with the immigration control. Listen, this is not easy, and I know people are saying that, law enforcement is trying to install fear in people and things like that. This is not easy. This is nothing that we got into overnight. This is nothing that we're going to get out of in 6 months' time or whatever. But when you're injecting law enforcement into things like this, it's never easy. It's never pleasant for anybody, but it's something that we have to address. We have to address crime in this country. And like I said, I just don't think that there's no easy fix for it. There's no kit and gloves for anything like this. And something like this, yes, we want to have a soft heart towards the people that are in America, but at the same time, we have to get the job done, and we have to get America back on track.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.